Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from whichever part of the world you're viewing this video. This is Sigeye Princess Ajebukumi Olokuwamide. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's nice to have you here. So today I'll be telling us a short, relevant and very important story. Yes, it's a short one, but it's very relevant and very important. I do crave your indulgence. This story is taken from one of the Odu Ifas, known as Ogunda Meji. Yes, the Odu Ifa that is used by Babalawo or Iyanifa. So one of the Odu Ifas, Ogunda Meji, tells us of a story of three friends. Now these friends are called Orisheku, Orile Mary, and Afuwakpe. So I'll tell us the story of these friends. Now these friends, Orisheku, Orile Mary, and Afuwakpe, when they were about to leave the heavenly abode to come to earth, they were asked to go to Ajala. Ajala was the potter who was in charge of molding head. Head in Yoruba we know is Ori. So they were asked to go to Ajala to go and choose their head that they were going to be coming to the earth with. So Orisheku and Orile Mary ran. They were anxious. They didn't have a little patience to ask questions and then get insight as to what kind of head they should choose when they get to the potter's place, that is Ajala the potter. So they ran off immediately out of anxiety and desperation anyway. So they just ran off to Ajala the potter's place. So even when they got to Ajala's place, they didn't consult with Ajala to ask him for insights as to how to make a good choice of the clay pots that they came to take. So immediately Orisheku saw a very shiny head, molded head, very shiny, and he fell in love with the head. So he didn't even bother to make inquiry about the head. He quickly took the head and left. Then Orile Mary saw a very giant pot. He didn't bother checking the pot, if the pot was in good shape or not. He just took the head, put it on, and then he left. So upon arrival to earth, that is Orisheku and Orile Mary, they now got to find out that the head that they took from the potter Ajala's place were actually faulty heads. The head that Orisheku took, that was shiny, that looked new, that looked fresh, was actually an unbaked head. The head had not gone through the due process. The head that Orisheku took. So Orile Mary, the head he took was very big, but it was a broken head. But he was attracted to it because of the size of the head. And then he took the head and ran off to earth. Upon coming to earth, the both of them were faced with difficulties. Things were hard for them because the head that they took from the potter Ajala's place were not good. They had one difficulty from one problem to the other. Whatever they put their money into, venture into a business, they kept having problems. They kept having loss upon loss upon loss. Things weren't going well for them at all. Meanwhile, Afuwakpe, on the other hand, when he got to Ajala's place, he made inquiry with Ajala the potter, and then upon the inquiry, he got the idea that not all that glitters is gold, and the fact that something is big does not mean that it is filled with goodies. So he went for a pot that wasn't shiny, that wasn't big, it was rather looking old and worn out. So he took that pot and he came to earth. So when he came to earth, he took that head rather, and he came to earth. Upon arrival on earth, things were going well for him. All of his endeavors were prosperous. Whatever he laid his hands upon turned out to be a success. He didn't have a problem. Unlike his other two friends, Orisheku and Orile Mary. So when Orile Mary and Orisheku kept having problems, so they went out to seek for solution. So they got a Babalawo that now made divination. They went out for consultation. So they got a Babalawo that now made divination and chose the wrong kind of head. They brought an unfortunate head to earth. That is why things aren't working for them. But then Balawo made them to understand that that is not the end of the road, that consultations can be made, appeasements can be made, that there are still amendments to be done for them to have a prosperous head. Now, why am I sharing this story? What is the moral behind the story? I'm talking to us about Ori. The Ori I'm talking about is not this head. It's not this head. I'm talking about the inner head. Yes, the inner head. Ori is the potential, the destiny, the purpose that each and every human being came to earth with. Ori téèyàn bá ti yàn tó bá ti mú wá láti òde ọ̀run, orí ẹ̀ lè mí sọ. Wọ́n máa ń sọ pé orí la fi ń bọ́ àṣírí orí. Àwọn àgbà wọ́n wí pé orí là máa ń bọ ká tó bọ òrìṣà. Òwe yẹn ó ní ìdí, ó dẹ̀ ní ìtumọ̀. Orí téèyàn bá ti mú wá sáyé, ó ní a lot of impact. Ó ní ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ṣe pẹ̀lú bí ẹnìyẹn fi máa gbé nílé ayé. Orí téèyàn bá ti yàn láti ọ̀dọ̀ ọ̀run, òun ló máa determine irú ayé tí ẹnìyẹn máa gbé tó bá ti dé sí ayé tá a wà. A dẹ̀ mọ̀ wípé nǹkan mẹ́ta ló wà. Ọ̀run wà, ibi tí Elédùmarè ń gbé ní ọ̀run. Ayé, ibi tí a wá ta kúrò ní ọ̀run alákejì tá wá sílé ayé, ibi tí àwọn èèyàn ń gbé. A dẹ̀ ní ilẹ̀, ibi tí èèyàn máa lọ tó bá ti parí nǹkan tó wá ṣe nílé ayé. So irú orí wo ni èèyàn mú wá sáyé? Tí èèyàn bá ti yan orí gidi wá sáyé, kò ní ní ìṣòro, kò ní ní ìdààmú, nǹkan á lọ dáadáa fún onítọ̀hún. Àwọn ẹlòmíì náà tó jẹ́ pé bóyá fún ìdí kan tàbí ìdí kejì, orí tí wọ́n mú wá sáyé, wọn ò mú orí gidi wá sáyé. Ọ̀nà àbáyọ wà. The fact pé orí téèyàn mú wá sáyé kì í ṣe orí tó dáa. Nǹkan wà tí wọ́n lè ṣe. Ṣùgbọ́n téèyàn bá jáde sí ọ̀rá rẹ̀ láti lọ wádìí pé kí ló dé tí ayé mi fi rí báyìí, kí ló dé tí nǹkan ò lọ déédé fún mi, ẹnìyẹn ò ní mọ̀ pé nǹkan tó ń ṣe wọ́n lélẹ̀ tàbí nǹkan tó ń ṣe wọ́n lélẹ̀. Ká ní pé orí ṣẹkú àti orílẹ̀-èmèrè pé wọn ò jáde lọ bá àwọn àgbà lọ bèrè lọ́wọ́ wọn pé kí ló dé tí gbogbo nǹkan tí wọ́n bá ti dáwọ́lé báyìí tí ò kí yọrí sí rere tó máa ń bàjẹ́ fún wọn. Wọn ò ní mọ̀ pé orí tí wọ́n mú wá sáyé òun ló ń takò wọ́n. Nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ sọ, ó dáa kéèyàn máa jáde kó máa lọ ṣe ìwádìí ara rẹ̀. Consultation and divination is very important in the life of everybody. Some people don't believe in it. They just believe that whatever happens to them is predestined. Quite alright, it might be right to a certain level, but it is not 100% accurate. Going out to make consultations and doing divinations puts somebody on the right track. It sheds light into the darkness in someone's life. I always use my experience as an example. If I hadn't gone out to consult on myself, to make divinations on myself, I wouldn't have known what was the cause of the problems I've had all my life. Then I wouldn't have known the solution to my problems. Because of time, I'll be ending here today. My piece of advice, whatever you're going through in life, please endeavor to make consultations, make divinations. Then you will know the cause of a problem and solutions will be proffered. Till we meet again, it's still your priestess, your princess Ajebukomi Olokun. Blessings of Olokun upon you. Do have a nice day. Goodbye.